Hi, everyone. Sorry, Abby, you're on mute.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone, to the Bootcamps webinar for EIT Health. My name's Abby, and I'm just going to get us started with an introduction on EIT Health and a little bit of housekeeping to start. So I'll turn over to the Bootcamps leaders who will go through the different bootcamps. We will wait to do a Q&A till the end. So if you have any questions, just put them in the chat or the Q&A tab, and we're going to do our best to answer those in the final 10 to 15 minutes of the webinar. We're also recording this, and we will share out the recording and the slides tomorrow by email. And then finally, we will send a survey at the end of this webinar, and thank you in advance for taking a couple of minutes to respond to that for us. So a little bit about EIT Health. We're part of the extensive network of knowledge and innovation communities, or KICs, which you can see here on the screen. These were set up by the European Institute of Innovation and Technology to tackle Europe's biggest societal challenges. So you may know many of these: EIT Digital, EIT Climate KIC, Inno Energy, Raw Materials, EIT Health, in which the bootcamps lie, EIT Manufacturing, Food, Urban Mobility, and Culture and Creativity as well. We're focused on contributing to healthier lives in Europe. So we're, as a community of world-leading health innovators backed by the European Union, we collaborate across borders to connect and enable some of the largest, the biggest health innovators across business, research, education, and healthcare delivery, and focused on creating a more conducive environment in which healthcare innovation can flourish. So we're focused on the biggest challenges facing Europe today. We're a catalyst bringing together a network of partners and knowledge to make healthcare innovation happen. And we have a community of over 120 European partners. You can see many on the screen. We're backed by the European Union, as I mentioned, and we were founded in 2015. And we're a growing network focused on bringing all of these players together in the ecosystem. And we have a pan-European presence, which facilitates this cross-border collaboration. You can see we have many hubs across Europe that facilitate this. So EIT Health Spain, EIT Health France, EIT Health Ireland, UK, EIT Health Belgium, Netherlands, Germany and Switzerland, Austria and Scandinavia, and as well as InnoStars. And we also have a global outreach hub, which covers USA and Israel. So I turn it over now to the bootcamp leaders to tell us more.
Okay, thanks a lot, Abigail. I'll start. Hi, everyone. My name is Marianne. I'm leading the Women Entrepreneurship Bootcamp, along with my colleague Mario, you can find here as well, and Letizia. And the Women Entrepreneurship Bootcamp is created by three parties. We're EITHE Business School in Barcelona, here in Spain, the University of Galway in Ireland, and the Institut Pero Nunes in Portugal. Now, as you know, we have 4 different bootcamps, and we're the Women Entrepreneurship Bootcamp. You may wonder why women. And I just want to quickly summarize this slide. And the challenge we have in the topic of female entrepreneurs is that, especially in the early stage funding, female entrepreneurs tend to get a lot less funding than male equivalents. And even the low valuations of the company are unfortunately a truth. So our idea and our mission in this bootcamp is to close this gap and contribute to education of female entrepreneurs, because there's a study even from the Boston Consulting Group that shows that female entrepreneurs, if they're co-funding or funding startups, they actually get higher valuations and higher revenue of their startups. So let me quickly get into what we do and what we are. So Our three partners of Galway, Pedro Nunes, and Jesse, we're three partners that are quite strong on the business education. And basically what we want to do with this bootcamp is bring our knowledge and the skills that we are day to day, bringing to our students here at the university, for example. We want to bring this into the bootcamp. So the bootcamp is not just something where you're sitting in front of your laptop and you're listening to some nice lectures, but we actually want to focus on making this very practical, very, we want to really get you to work with your peers. We want to engage you in workshops where you're going to be not just listening, but participating. We have VC sessions, so you're going to have the opportunity to talk to VCs and investor panels. As entrepreneurs, we know that this is always a very unique opportunity for you, and you're going to be able to ask questions, to talk to them, and really, focus on the questions that you might have and not really often have the opportunity to share. In order to have a good presentation in terms of showing about, presenting your startup, let's just say, we know that takes a lot of practice to have a good pitch deck, to really be comfortable with your presentation. So another focus of the bootcamp is to encourage you and to make sure you're comfortable with pitching your pitch deck. So there's a lot of training. We have a competition at the end of the bootcamp with a prize, but I'll get into that later. And all of this pitching and training and the sessions will be accompanied by an individual mentoring that you will have throughout the bootcamp. And of course, you're going to be able to use all the networks that we have from the three parties, the three universities that are leading the bootcamp. So how is the program designed? We basically have three modules, module 1, 2, and 3. The first one from the University of Galway is from the 19th to the 22nd of May. The module, all of the modules are online, and the first module focuses on product and market validation. The second is from IPN, more on leadership, regulation, and communication. It's the week after. It's the week after that, at the beginning of June 2nd to the 5th of June. And then the third one is from the EIT Business School, from us here in Barcelona, with the focus on business, a lot of finance, and team building. And usually our sessions, they take place in 4 days of the week. So we work with you from Monday to Thursday, from 10, sometimes 9:30 to 3, sometimes 3:30, but just for you to have a rough idea. Quickly going on, just to dive in a little bit on the module. So as I said already, module 1 on product and market validation, you're going to start basically by showing, first of all, you're going to be meeting your mentors, but then it's all about your value proposition, your problem solution statement, and your personal brand and your identity. That's the first module. And in the second module, it's we're going to talk with you a lot about leadership training. How are you leading your team? How are you basically tackling the regulatory affairs? We know there's a whole bootcamp dedicated to the regulatory pathway topic, but we're trying to cover this as much as we can as well. We have a very famous session on market access strategy, which is always one of the favorite ones from the alumni. And then for the part of EIT, we're going to start with a strong focus on finance, entrepreneurial finance. So you got to get your numbers out and you're going to be calculating. It's not that we want you to know everything before, but we're going to really make sure that you are comfortable with your cap table, with your numbers, and understand the term sheets that you will be using. It's also going to be about valuation and investor relations. So how are you actually tackling all of that? And as I said before, we're going to finish with the final pitching competition. So throughout those whole weeks, you're going to be practicing your pitching, as I said before, and not just, you know, in a random way, but a very specialized, well, not specialized, but very focused on being comfortable to pitch in a really good way, and finishing off with the competition in front of real investors and VC that will listen to you. And we even had the moments or the situations where after the boot camp, because of the final pitching competitions, they got in contact back with the startup. So this is really an opportunity to get your foot in and have the first relations with the VCs and investors. Then just quickly, these are our mentors from last year, some of them, not all of them, for you to have an idea. I'm looking at the time, so I'm gonna move on. Who should apply? So basically, our focus is obviously on women and female entrepreneurs, but we also are happy to welcome co-founders that are male. So anything, basically anyone that is female in the C-suite or was a co-founder, female co-founder with a male founder. That's our target, basically. We're focusing on medtech, devices, digital health and biotech without therapeutics. The technological readiness level, TRL, is 4+ or equivalent. And you have to be registered in a Horizon Europe country. There's a commitment fee. I think you know this from before, of 500 euros once you're accepted into the program. And here, just for you to have a rough idea on how it works, we start with the applications that are open now until the 16th of April. Then there's a selection process of where we're evaluating your applications, and then we're having with the 20 best applications, we're going to have an interview. And then you're going to be accepted by the end of April. And we're starting by the 19th of May with the first module, yeah? Module 1, 2, 3. And basically the whole range is from the 19th of May till the 19th of June, okay? So this is our team: Jenny from University of Galway, myself from Jesse, and Anna Maria from IPN. Here's a little impression from our bootcamp from the last years. We had a lot of fun. And hard work. And yeah, as you can see, these are all the alumni we have from 2021. If you want, take a screenshot and have a look at where they are now and what they're doing. I think it's going to be very interesting. And just finishing on the prize, the Agnes Geras prize. So as I said before, we had the final competition, the final pitching competition at the end of the bootcamp. And what you can win, basically, is not just the opportunity to talk to VCs and investors and pitch in front of them, but also win a prize of up to 10,000 euros, which is to be confirmed, but this is how it was the years before. And this is actually the perfect transition for our next speaker. It's Ilinka Stanciu, because she was the winner of the last year's bootcamp 2023, and she decided to be here and share some insights, ideas, and yeah, her experience from the.
Thank you, Marianne, for the introduction. All right, I hope.
Ilinka, at the moment I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you. Feel free to
Sorry,
take
I think.
yeah, perfect.
Sorry, I think I'm having a bit of a connection issue right when you introduced me. So I'm sorry if I cut you off by accident.
You can start.
All right. Just so thank you, Marianne, for the introduction. Just to tell you guys a little bit about what we do at CC Diagnostics. We aim to improve cervical cancer screening because cervical cancer is the 4th most common cancer in women. However, it can be fully prevented with accurate screening. So the way screening actually works is that first the woman undergoes an HPV test and then a pap smear. The pap smear is a very painful and annoying procedure for women. to arrange. They have to go to the clinic. It's very painful. And it's also inaccurate because it misses 1 in 4 cancers. At CC Diagnostics, we aim to replace the pap smear with our product, the Methica CC kit, which is a PCR-based test for which the woman can take the sample at home with a self-sampling device, send it to the lab, and we detect 21% more cancers while also being 6 times faster. So we're comfortable and more accurate for the best interest of patients. So since we were founded in 2018, we've gotten our pre-seed rounds, we've gotten subsidies, we did our clinical validation, and now this year we are ready for regulatory submission, and we are also starting sales in the US and UK. So that's just a brief context for everyone about our activity. Now, last year, I participated in the Women's Entrepreneurship Bootcamp because I am a C-suite member of our team, but I wanted to get a better understanding of our core business and how we actually operate and be able to contribute with real efforts to our fundraising round. So I participated in the bootcamp, and the 3 main pillars of the bootcamp are, of course, like Marianne said, pitching. We did a lot of that in every week. I'm not going to say in every session, but there were a lot of sessions. We did 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute pitches, and it really had an impact on our deck as well as our text. And I'm going to show you how, because this was our deck before. So you can see very simplistic, no design, kind of crowded slides, not really clear what the point of it is. But we got a lot of feedback from the mentors and from the bootcamp participants as well. And this is what the pitch deck looks like now. So it's more consistent in design. The problem of each slide is in focus, clear explanations, and we have a much better use of visuals versus speech. So this pitch really helped us, and the bootcamp helped improve that. The other things that we did in the bootcamp are, of course, the courses that Marianne mentioned, the Entrepreneurship 101s, I like to call them. You get everything from financing to communication with your team to market access. That was indeed a really great presentation that the whole cohort really valued. So this was really great for me because it helped me better understand our business case and actually present it in a clear way. So whenever I pitch, if I get questions about it, I can fully understand every aspect and be prepared for the questions, which is a very important part, of course. And the last and maybe most valuable thing we got is the community of women that we got out of the bootcamp, because we had an amazing cohort that was very collaborative. We had very valuable discussions and Q&A sessions because people actually got involved in the sessions, and we were able to learn from each other and interact with the mentors, because we learn from everybody's experience, even if it's different from your own. We really engaged with each other, and it was a really beautiful experience from that point of view. These are all amazing women. They have been growing their businesses in the past year, and they've had many achievements. They're closing pre-seed rounds, launching new products. So it's really great to be able to follow them and see how they're progressing. So lastly, about the impact of the bootcamp, of course, thanks to the pitching skills, I felt confident to also apply for the EIT Health Catapult, which picks the top 30 startups in health from Europe, and we got through the regional selections. Now we're in the semifinals, so that was really great. That also gives us more exposure to investors. We progressed with our seed round, which is obviously really great. Like I said, a lot of exposure and a lot of knowledge. And we increased our visibility, both on a personal level, because I won the bootcamp prize. Now I get to represent us at events and pitches and customer presentations, as well as for the business. We doubled our LinkedIn followers in 1 year. We are now in the European ecosystem. We're participating in more programs, and we are getting closer to our goal and getting more attention to women's health, which is a really big point for us. So overall, the bootcamp was really valuable from this point of view. I learned a lot also on a personal level, but also on a company level. We were able to achieve a lot of things since then. So I highly recommend you to apply and to ask questions and to engage with the members. Thank you.
Okay, hello, thank you. I will take over from here. Can you hear me, everyone? Great.
Yes.
So let me just. So hello again and good morning. My name is Mariam and I am the Managing Director at Profile Center Medical Engineering at Friedrich Alexander University, Erlangen-Nuremberg. And I will be leading the EIT Health MedTech Bootcamp as previous year. So of course, we have a number of partners and I will try to introduce them during the presentation later on. Let's quickly start with the concept why participating in the MedTech Bootcamp. So the idea of the EIT Health MedTech Bootcamp is to cover three kinds of important topics that absolutely you should consider in order to successfully introduce your product into the European market, MedTech or the digital health market. Let me start with the first group of things that, of course, you let's say you know them and you know them very well, such as the your technology, your IP, or your team members. But there is a second group of things that you don't know, but you know that you should know them. For example, the regulations, the legal aspects, how to negotiate or interview stakeholders, and etc. But the third group is actually the most essential group of topics and things that you should know. And most of the startups, especially early stage startups, they don't know them or even they didn't hear about them. So the goal of the MedTech Bootcamp is to cover all these topics and give you a detailed overview of all the things you have to consider to launch your product and succeed. Again, why the MedTech Bootcamp? Of course, there are other bootcamps which are offering training programs for startups. We have already here 4 bootcamps, and thanks to Marianne, she covered a lot of topics which are similar, but still the MedTech Bootcamp is unique also in its way. So the MedTech Bootcamp is the longest standing bootcamp. We have supported 72 teams since 2018. You can see in this small table, let's say a little details about the teams. And as you can see, we always have a number of like different countries from European countries in our program. And the teams, according to our data, from 2018 to 2021, managed to acquire 8.7 million euro in funding, and they also created 86 jobs in the last 4 years. We have a great team of partners and mentors from academia, industry, and clinicians with great networking opportunities. So for the MedTech Bootcamp, Friedrich Alexander University will be leading the team. And we have great partners from ISC Business School, from IPN, from Medical Valley, and also the University Clinicum Erlangen. And in this slide, not all the mentors and let's say speakers are covered, but some of them you can see in these slides that we have a good connection with different industry, different companies, and also universities to cover the all the, let's say, sessions and the mentoring slots during the program. But who should apply and who can apply actually? We are looking for entrepreneurs, innovators, and startups that focus on medtech or digital health. in vivo, in vitro therapy, diagnostics, or assist. And please keep in mind, you should have a team of at least 2 people. Last year we had some applications, they were individual, but unfortunately we cannot accept that. So you should have at least 2 members in your team, and normally up to 5 members in the team. The technical readiness level for MedTech Bootcamp is between 2 and 4. And absolutely, you should be incorporated in a Horizon Europe country. How to apply? If you go through the website, EIT Health website, of course you will see the explanation. So I will not cover that, but the application will be open until 28th of May. The selection process will be this way, that we evaluate all the submitted applications, but only 20 applications will be selected at the first stage in the online evaluation, and these 20 applications will be will be invited for an interview. The online interview will be done with our jury and experts in this area from clinics, from hospitals, from university and other industries. And at the end, 10 teams, the best 10 teams will be selected. So what we are actually looking for, you should focus on the novelty of your ideas, project excellence, and business potential and impact. I believe you already know, just a reminder that there is a commitment fee of €500 once accepted. So only the 10 best teams who are accepted, they must pay the commitment fee. Let me just quickly show you what the program covers. Of course, for more details, you can always contact me. But just to show you what we are covering during this 6-week programs, the first week will be held by FAO, and we are starting on 16th of September. The week will cover the topics related to team communication and brand strategy. The second week will be held by IPN. They will focus on the business design and pitching, and ISC Business School will cover the finance and entrepreneurship in the week 3. Week 4, 5, and 6 will be held by FAO again, and we have a lot of mentoring slots. So during these mentoring sessions, all teams can individually meet their mentors and discuss all their ideas, problems, issues, whatever they are concerned about, and get one-on-one, let's say, mentoring from their mentors. Addition to the mentoring sessions, we have topics, let's say, workshops and lectures covering these topics: medtech market and accessing to the market, the medical device regulation, and also pitching. The final pitching event will be on 24th of October, which all the teams will present and pitch in front of a jury from industry, from university, and hospital. And here you can see a quick, let's say, overview of some of the startups who were joining the MedTech Bootcamp since 2021. Maybe later you can check what's their status currently and what they are doing. And it's always nice to see some testimonials from our alumni. You can also find out about these testimonials on the EIT Health website. But what would be very nice at the end is to hear from one of our alumni, a successful alumni from MedTech Bootcamp 2024, Dr. Navid Bonakdar. He's with us today and will tell us a little about his experience and their own startup. Navid, please.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Mariam, for the introduction. So yeah, we last year we were at this EIT Health MedTech Bootcamp, and I actually and you guys for these great weeks ahead of you. So it was a very, very good experience for us to see this from different field areas. Especially for me, it was interesting, the VC and the finance sessions and the weeks, because from our point of view, from science, what we have, we're very technical, right? But we don't have the insights in these areas, and this was very valuable, very interesting, and I was very grateful that we could take place in this EIT Health MedTech Bootcamp. It's a very you will have some great weeks ahead, and you should really use that time to ask a lot of questions and really take this very seriously, because these are insights and connections that you will have. This is extremely valuable, and for us this was really good. So especially like the example what was shown before, the way our pitch deck looked, for example, and the input that we got from different fields helped us really a lot, and also from the jury in the end to really get, and even critics is extremely important, because this will help you to improve the way of thinking about your startup, and also the way you present it, and this is highly important. And you have to think also regarding your business case. I mean, you can have a solution which is good for the patient, but if there is not a business case behind it, this won't work, and this will help you really a lot to look at this from different sides with really very good experts, and use that time and this opportunity, and to push your startup forward. So yeah, this is I'm very grateful for the EIT Health MedTech Bootcamp and the network that we got through that. So thank you very much at this point.
Thank you very much, Navid. I know you are quite busy, but still thank you for just joining us and telling us a little about your experience.
Sure.
Not forgetting that Navid got quite a number of funds secured already, and they are very active in presenting and pitching in different events. Yesterday and the day before, you were in the MedTech Live Summit, right?
Yes, yeah, it was
Yeah.
really, it was also very good. All these networks, and then you see people that you also know. For example, Katarina from which I also learned through the EIT Health Bootcamp, and this is really this exchange with people is fantastic, and it's really extremely important that you have, and yeah.
Yes, thank you very much, Navid. Last but not least, you can always contact me through my email address, and I will be very happy to answer your questions. I just want to emphasize one more time that the mentoring sessions will help you a lot, and also connecting you with people who are in the field, and they can just help you with getting you to another level in your business, in your startup. So all the best, and looking forward to getting your questions.
Okay, so that's my turn now. So hi everyone, my name is Maria. I have been leading this patient innovation bootcamp for a few years now. And why is this bootcamp special? And we created 5 or 6 years ago. So we found out that patients are very innovative people. They do create novel products that are new to the world, and that those products significantly improve their quality of life. However, they don't really find the right supportive environment to scale up their solutions and to learn how to be an entrepreneur. So that's why we created this Patient Innovation Bootcamp, which is the first ever accelerating program focused on patients and informal caregivers who aim to develop a solution related to their personal needs. So, and if you are a patient or a caregiver with an idea, why should you participate? Well, First, because it is proven that the effectiveness of the solutions created by patients and caregivers are significantly higher. That's because you're targeting a need that is very much validated by you guys, actually. So you have identified something that is really worth to invest on. And then because this bootcamp tries to maximize the impact of these innovations, and we are really trying to create this new ecosystem, a new environment for this healthcare transformation, where citizens and patients are really engaged and contributing to effective products. So, and how does it work? So we are now in the application round, so you can apply submitting a simple form in the EIT Health platform. So this will run until the end of May. And then we will we'll do some interviews to the top 20 teams, and we will select the top 10. And we will launch the program with a kickoff session by the end of June. And then the program is divided in 3 stages. So you will first go to Lisbon, where we will focus on the development and validation of your solutions. Then you'll have online sessions delivered by our Barcelona partners, ES and BioCat, focus on the development of the business plan and business model. And then finally, you'll go to Copenhagen, where you will focus on the consolidation, implementation, and diffusion of your solution, and finish with a demo day. So for this bootcamp, we will select 10 participating teams. We do not charge any participation fee, and we will cover the travel and accommodation costs for one team element per team. And what you will do during this week. So you will pretty much have, of course, some general sessions with speakers. We'll do a lot of workshops with practical content. You also have a specific mentor and experts related to your specific topic that will support you through this journey. We will visit innovation centers. As I said, have a final demo day, and of course some fun and sightseeing as well, since we are lucky enough to have these on-site moments, and we have also been very lucky to have some media coverage during the program as well. So what are we looking for? So again, and this is very important, we are looking for teams who are founded or motivated by a patient or informal caregiver who are developing a novel solution based on a personal need related to the health condition that you're facing, okay? So we do accept different types of products in different stages of maturity. The only thing that we don't deal with is any drugs, anything to eat or drink, or intrinsically dangerous, of course. So ideally, you should have a team with different roles, but this is not mandatory. So you can apply as a founder alone, or with just your idea, and you're still looking for a team. That's also okay. And you also don't need to have your startup or your company already incorporated. That's okay if you don't have that yet. We can even maybe support you with that process during the bootcamp as well. So this is the portfolio of our 5 editions so far. So we have supported 54 startups since 2020, companies from more than 25 countries, and they really have different types of products: digital health, hardware, medical devices, others that are not medical devices. So very broad portfolio. And this is the key team, let's say. So this is a activity delivered by and led by Copenhagen Business School, with the support of Nova Medical School and Nova School of Business Economics in Lisbon. Also Patient Innovation based in Portugal. And as I said, with the support of YES and BioCat for the second week, and also for the mentorship. So these are our mentors. So they're all very experienced people, entrepreneurs. I also like to call your attention that some of them are actually, like Pedro Costa, for example, on the top, There are also patients who have developed something to deal with their conditions, their specific needs. So they know very well what you have been through, and they know how to help. And to finalize, so here are some feedback from the previous editions. So a lot of recommendations, but I think the best possible way to recommend the bootcamp is actually with a live testimonial. So I will ask Joana Afonso, she's here, so she can tell about her experience and how she felt about the bootcamp. Hi everyone, thank you for inviting me to be here. I had the opportunity to participate in the Patient Innovation Bootcamp in the 2022 edition. Like Maria João said, this is a bootcamp for patients and informal caregivers. At the time, I was an informal caregiver of my grandmother. She had Alzheimer's, and I developed a digital platform to help caregivers to have access to tools, services, and other training opportunities. So for me, by participating in this specific type of bootcamp, it really made a difference in a process of making it real, from the paper and from the idea stage and prototyping into what is the real knowledge that you have to launch it into the real world, and how you fit your market. And through all the lectures and all the mentorships that we got, we had the opportunity to explore all that, to improve our pitching, to improve the idea, to improve our strategy. Um, Also, because we are there supported by mentors that will take you throughout the program and really guide you through this journey. We had access to new opportunities after the bootcamp as well, and of course the help of the experts that there are specialists in their fields. They give you insight that really helps you with the development of your solution and the planning of your strategy. I think one of the most important things is the fact that that is has been occurring in three different places, like the Lisbon and the Spain and Denmark, because you can really get to know the different ecosystems, the different systems, how the different locations can really help you with their experts and their resources and their mentors. It's really productive in a way. Also, the community that you can build there, it's amazing, because you have a lot of patients, you have a lot of caregivers that are there. They have the same goal, that is to produce and create something that brings value and really helps their peers, and it's a very good community that you build there, and the relationships they stay, and we until today we talk with each other, and we even collaborate with each other. So it's a very good environment for you to grow and develop your solution and really plan your strategy with specialists, with the community, and with all the support that you may think that it's very useful in all types of innovations, not just hardware or software. In my case, it was software, but all the lectures are fitted to the different products and projects. So all of them are very useful and very hands-on support. So I really can say to you that if you have this idea, if you have this project, and you are a patient or a family caregiver, you should go for it, because this is a very specific bootcamp that will help you in your journey in healthcare innovation. So thank you. Thank you, Joanna. And so, yeah, to finish, so here you have the websites to check it out. Feel free to email me anytime if you wonder if you are the right fit or not, or if your solution is works here or not. So feel free to email me and also to support you during the application process. So thank you.
Hi. Hi, everyone. That's my turn. My name is Ana Brito. I'm the coordinator of the Medical Devices Regulatory Support Unit at IPN, Instituto Pedro Nunes. And today I'm here to introduce you to the Regulatory Pathways to the Market Bootcamp. That is, this bootcamp is a highly specialized training program that is designed to support early-stage health tech startups in navigating the very complex regulatory environment of the medical devices and also in vitro diagnostic medical devices, the IVDs, in the European Union. So why participate in this bootcamp? So because it is a high comprehensive training program for navigating the healthcare industry in the regulatory landscape, this bootcamp is designed for teams that are looking to bring medical devices, but also IVDs to the European market. And last but not least, the syllabus, the content of the program was developed by experts in the field and covers regulatory compliance, early HTA assessment, and also market access and reimbursement. Additionally, take note that this bootcamp features hands-on workshops and also interactive sessions that provide a really practical experience. This also offers networking opportunities with industry leaders like Medtronic and is available investment for anyone that are looking to bring healthcare innovations to the market.
Excuse me, Maria. I think you are not sharing your screen, or we're still seeing the first slide.
Maria, can you help me?
Have you taken control of the screen at the top?
Yeah, I'm Anna. I'm controlling the screen. Yeah.
Okay, it's still on the first slide. Let's see. Can you advance?
I'm advanced.
Within Teams?
Yeah. I'm working with screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me take back control and give it back over to you.
Okay. Yeah. That's okay right now?
Now try to take back over.
It's in the first, now in the second. No?
No, but I can.
Yeah, you can move?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll do it for you.
Sorry for that. So the
No
second
problem.
one, please. Next slide. But right now I'm only seeing the first one. Are you moving?
Yes, I am.
I'm only seeing the first one.
Interesting. Let us. How about now?
Maybe you can move synchronizing with me because
Yes.
okay, so we are in the first one, second one. So sorry about that. So no problem for my side. So why participate in this bootcamp? Because this bootcamp is a high comprehensive training program for navigating the healthcare industry regulatory landscape. It is designed for teams that are looking to bring medical devices, but also in vitro diagnostic medical devices, the IVDs, to the market, and the content, the program, the syllabus, was developed by experts in the field, and it is covering the regulatory compliance, the early HTA assessment, but also the market access and the reimbursement. Next one. So, Additionally, this bootcamp features hands-on workshops and interactive sessions that provide practical experience, and it offers networking opportunities with industry leaders. It is also available investment for anyone that are looking to bring healthcare innovations to the market. So next, what is the structure?
Apologies, I see. Yes, for the participants, you can move the slides using the right arrow. Sorry, I was just saying in the chat, it was still stuck on the first slide. Go ahead.
Okay. What is the structure of this bootcamp? It is an online program that runs for or during 12 weeks, starting on September the 8th and ending on November 28th. So, namely, the bootcamp consists of 3 modules: the regulatory compliance, the early HTA, and also the market access and reimbursement. And it has a total duration of 60 hours, including 2 hours of one-to-one mentoring and 6 hours of expert office sessions. Following, the first module is about the regulatory compliance and has a total duration of 28 hours, focusing on the following points: the introduction to the MDR, the medical devices regulation, but also the IVDR, in vitro diagnostic medical devices regulation requirements, following the quality management system requirements that are applicable to medical devices and also IVDs industries, focusing on the ISO 13485. The companies also have lectures about risk management systems, focusing in the ISO 14971. But also this model has content about the medical device software, which includes AI as a medical device. Following, we have content about clinical evaluation that is applicable for medical devices and also performance evaluation, which is applicable to IVDs, and usability according to the IC 62366. Last but not least, within this first model, we have content about post-market surveillance, post-market clinical follow-up, post-market performance follow-up that is applicable to IVDs, and vigilance. Following to the second model of this bootcamp that is lasting 16 hours, it is about early health technology assessment, focusing on the following topics: the basics of early HTA, but also the rationale of HTA, the business model, the healthcare providers and patients as purchasers, the target product profile, the principles of net present value calculation, and also the principles of strategic pricing. Last but not least, the model number 3 is about market access and reimbursement, and it also has a duration of 16 hours. It's about the content. It's about strategic tools and methodologies for market access, the clinical evidence generation for market access and reimbursement, the reimbursement per se, and it also has case studies for reimbursement and pricing strategies. And who should apply? Can apply to this bootcamp, to the regulatory pathways to the market bootcamp, companies, namely startups and SMEs that are incorporated in a Horizon Europe country, that are between the tier L3 to 6, that have a team up to 2 participants, and that want to bring their ideas in digital health, namely within the medical devices and IVDs to the market. Of course, these companies need to have experience in the health tech sector. So what is the investment to participate in this bootcamp? The commitment fee is €1,000. accepted, of course, but there is a 50% discount for the top 10 companies. The number of spots of the seats that is available is 20. But take note, this is very important, take in consideration that the market value of the program is about 6,000 euros. So this is a very good opportunity. So how the companies can apply to the regulatory affairs, to the regulatory pathways to the market bootcamp. So they only need to follow these steps. First of all, they need to register at this address. And of course, in the second step, they will need to validate the email address. Start the application by selecting the regulatory pathways to the market bootcamp. And last but not least, the companies will need to fill out the application and don't forget to submit it before the deadline, that is before the 28th of May. These are some valuable testimonials from the 2023 edition. So the 2025 edition will be the third edition. We had a 2023 edition, and we have really great testimonials from our alumni, and also some testimonials from the 2024 edition. And this is the main project team that includes experts from IPN, like me, but also from the Medical Valley, like Jonas, or Christoph from the Syrian, Jorge Posada from Medtronic, and also Celia Cruz from Compliar, another regulatory affairs expert. I also have the pleasure to announce that we will have guest speakers from the TÜV-SÜD, one of the most well-known notified bodies in the medical devices and also the IVD sectors. So don't forget to register by May 28, and if you have any questions, you can contact me. Thank you for your attention. And sorry for these technical problems.
Thank you so much. Yes, sorry for the problems with the slides. Normally we're scheduled to end now. Maria Gracia has informed us we can stay to answer some questions now. I turn it over to the bootcamp leaders if there are any that they wanted to directly answer, or to the participants. I'm looking through the chat now. I think many have been answered. There's a question, how does experience in health tech, how is that evaluated? And do the companies have to have previous medical devices in the market? Is the bootcamp leader here to be able to answer that question?
Is it directed to any specific bootcamp?
Lorena, is your question for a specific bootcamp? Feel free to write in the chat. This one, so the regulatory pathways.
So can you repeat the question, please? Sorry.
How, in the regulatory pathways bootcamp, how is experience in health tech evaluated? And do the companies have to have previous medical devices in the market?
No, that is not mandatory to have medical devices in the market. So the program is designed for the companies that don't have yet medical devices on the market. The program is designed, the first model is designed in order to help the companies to obtain the CE mark. So in order to go to with their medical devices or IVDs to the market. So it is not mandatory to have medical devices on the market yet.
Great. I'm looking through the chat to see any other unanswered questions, but participants feel free to hop in here and ask your questions or put them in the chat, and I'll read them out.
I can just answer the question that I'm just reading from Benjamin So. It's for TRL 4 equal or above the technological readiness level for the Women Entrepreneurship Bootcamp. That was a question.
Great. Thank you.
Mhm.
How many startups are chosen for the boot camps? 10 to 11 are selected and participate to the boot camp. That was answered. Please, again, feel free to ask any last questions in the chat or by speaking up. Someone is developing a medication tracking system. Is that suitable for the boot camps? I imagine that's a question for all four.
So
Well-
I think that is suitable for the regulatory pathways to the market bootcamp. So that's my answer. Yeah.
I would say it's a yes as well from the Women Entrepreneurship
Yeah.
Bootcamp because it's not therapeutics, but it's a system. So yes.
Yes, same for Patient Innovation Bootcamp.
Yeah, I would say also it can fit MedTech Bootcamp. So.
I think we made it very clear.
Yes, yes. If no other questions, I think we can end here. And one last message just a thank you. I think we can end it here. And we look forward to sharing the slides and the recording with you. And thanks for all who can answer to the survey. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Have a
See
great
you.
day.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Looking